And if I can, I'd like to call the meeting to order. I'd like to ask everyone to rise and join us in the Pledge of Allegiance, but since the co-chairs of our 375th Anniversary Committee are here, I'd like to ask Betsy Brown and Rob Hojnaki to lead us in the pledge, if you would.
I pledge allegiance
To the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. If I could ask us to remain standing for a moment of silence. Joe Gall passed away this past week. Joe was a longtime resident of our town, had served on the RTM, was a marshal, and a good kind of community activist and public servant. So I'd ask that we take a moment and remember him. All right, thank you. All right, next up, former First Selectman Sherry Stenick and Wednesday's pet. Sherry, the floor is yours.
Okay, I'm here today with Lucy. Lucy is about a year old, and she's living at Animal Control right now. She's available to be adopted. She's very friendly. She's very personable, and isn't too big for somebody who doesn't have a lot of space. So if you're interested and you think you might be able to give Lucy a good home, she would appreciate it, and so would everybody at Animal Control. There are some more animals there if you think that you want something different, an animal different than Lucy.
Sherry, did you give us the phone number to call in case we were interested?
254-4857.
Could you repeat that for the mic? Or-
203-254-4857.
All right, thank you. What a great way to start off the new year with a new member of the family. Sherry, thank you very much.
Thank you.
All right. Next up, for our board is to consider and act upon the minutes of the regular meeting December 18th, 2013. May I have a motion to accept?
So moved.
A second.
Second.
Any discussion? Ready to vote?
Yes.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
All right. Next up, we have one resignation. Tom Dabrowski, Democrat, 131 Fairfield Place, who's resigning from the Police Commission. His term was from November 12 to November 17. All right. And then, to kick off the new year, this is actually 2014. We've been waiting for it for 375 years. It's our 375th anniversary, and we've invited Betsy Brown and Rob Hojnaki, our two co-chairs of our 375th anniversary committee. Betsy also serves as town clerk, and Rob works for Bankwell here in town. Guys, if I could invite you up to the mic, give us an update and let us know what's going to go on
Thank you.
this year.
Hi. Hi, everybody. How are you? I'm sure the buzz is starting to get around town, which we're really excited about. Everybody knows it's the 375th here in town, something to really be proud of. And I think what's starting to happen now is Mike had created a committee, and what we've then done under the committee is we've set up two subcommittees which run two major things that we're going to be trying to handle this year. One of them is actually going to be doing a townwide food drive, which is going to take place on April 26th and 27th. The co-chairs, or the chairs of that particular committee, are probate judge Dan Caruso and Dorothea Brennan. And what they've been doing is just gaining some publicity, gaining some ground, gaining some traction in town, where we're reaching out to all the different types of religious organizations, going to get the school system involved. We're going to be doing it at Ludlow High School on the April 26th and 27th. ShopRite's getting involved and trying to help us, and it's something we're really looking forward to, and I think it's going to be one event that the whole community get involved with and really make a difference in people's lives. So we're really excited about that. The second committee that we're working on, and a subcommittee we set up, is for a gala that's going to take place on November 15th at Sacred Heart University. And we're really excited about this event because we're really trying to make it a really community-focused We're still working out some of the details as far as the price point for the tickets and sponsorship and who will be involved. But the two co-chairs we have heading that for us are Lee Crouch, who's the community development person and community outreach person for the Connecticut Challenge, and the other person is Julie DeMeo, who is the fundraising person for Junior Achievement, also a Fairfield resident. So Sacred Heart has been amazing in trying to help us set this up, and the facility can hold between 350 and 400 people, so that's another major endeavor we're trying to do here in town. The other exciting thing that Betsy and some of the other committee members got involved with is we set up a master calendar which lists all the exciting things that have been going on in the town, and actually that's on the website that's being finalized as we speak, but Betsy literally has right off the presses the 375th commemorative issue for Fairfield Magazine, which we're really excited about. And again, as Mike was stressing when we set the committee up and trying to get more and more people involved in the town, is trying to get as many people involved as we can in the town and make it a town-wide project in so many different ways. And it's really exciting to see that come together, and it's been fun. So far, it's exciting, and we're getting there. Website will be up in the very near future. The dinner's all set up. The food drive is coming together as we speak, because it's literally not even 100-some days away. So I don't know if Betsy has anything else to add.
We have several major partners. Both universities, Sacred Heart and Fairfield University, have been wonderful, want to help us as much as they possibly can. We've partnered with the Fairfield Museum and History Center, the Fairfield Public Library. Pequot Library is celebrating its 125th anniversary. They'll have several events. Our Parks and Recreation Department, they have come up with a number of family-friendly events. We'll have a night at the Sound Tigers, March 1st. That'll be our winter event. We'll have a night at the Bluefish in August, kind of, end the summer. We have a special picnic planned. We usually have one after the Memorial Day Parade. The museum sponsors that. Several civic organizations will be helping with that cookout. We'll have one also for the 4th of July long weekend this year. We hope to have a spectacular fireworks display for the 4th of July. And unfortunately, our website was delayed a little bit, so we're hoping to have our calendar up and ready there by the end of the month. And we're just very excited. There is a huge buzz in town, and it's just great to see. So.
Fantastic. I'm thrilled the way folks have stepped up. We honored Jean Harrison last week as our Fairfield of the Year. She has donated her time, gotten volunteers involved, and found donations for the paints to do all the fire hydrants that were painted around. Also, I'm personally very excited about the food drive. And you guys were very modest. I heard it's going to be the world's largest food drive.
Yes, it is.
Stretched over 2 days.
Yeah, no
But I think
stress.
the import of that was, and I know the discussion centered around finding an activity, finding something that literally everybody in town could participate in.
Absolutely.
So the idea is, for a can of food, everybody can participate, but it's reaching out to every organization, every school, every athletic team, every sports club, every church, every synagogue, every group all the way through. We want everybody to participate as part of this. I'm thrilled with how much you've been able to get in terms of, I hear you've got a moving company that's donating trucks and
Absolutely.
such, as well as storage for some of the food. I just wowed with the enthusiasm that is coming through. Can't wait for the website to get out. And again, that's something that's been donated, so appreciate the cost efficiency and cost effectiveness of doing that. Getting our 375th magazine. Certainly something that everybody in town wants in their home as part of this, because it's going to be another 375 years till we do this again.
Yeah, absolutely.
So I certainly, and I've had a chance to read this and look at it, and there's a bunch of great Fairfield history and trivia that's all part of this, which is amazing in terms of what it covers. So I'm just looking at this, and one of our keys is to make sure that everybody participating in this has more fun this year. Now, there are at least two other communities in the state that are celebrating the 375th, Stratford and Milford. And we are committed to making sure that our birthday is a lot more fun than theirs, and we'll be taking a vote. There will be a test.
We'll guarantee it.
So,
We're well on our way, I hope. So.
all right, good.
Yeah.
Okay.
Thank you.
Thank you
Any
very much.
comments or questions from my colleagues?
Just quickly, thank you very much for the update, and the hard work that you are doing and that everyone is doing around you is just another fine example of the volunteerism and the spirit of our town, and it is exemplified with your efforts to date and going forward. So thank you so much.
Thank you. Thank you.
I concur with my thanks, because I know that it's a lot of time and effort, and on top of all the work that you both do already in the community. So thank you so much for that, and I'm really looking forward to it. Thank
I
you.
don't even think we've touched it yet, and that's exciting. I mean, the
Right.
piece is really, like I said in one of the articles before, people just calling up, what can I do, how can I get involved? And I think it's it's something positive. I mean, you always hear about bad stuff, and, you know, to actually live somewhere and have so many different positive things to talk about, and to showcase that, I'm excited about it.
Also want to thank both of you. Betsy, I know that certainly in the budget season, we know how much stuff you have going on, as well as, it seems you have one crucial point after another in town clerk, and Bob, I know it's your bank is in the midst of some major expansion in town. Thank you for that.
God bless.
But Bankwell's been, I think, very well served by allowing you to help us out in
I
this.
appreciate
That's
that.
great community service on behalf of you and the bank, so
I
thank you
appreciate
very
that.
much for that.
We try our best.
All right.
Thanks
Thank
for your
you.
support,
Thank you for your
everybody.
time.
Thank you. I don't know if you guys saw the actual bookmark.
Oh, no.
Ah, all right.
Thank
Right off-
you.
Literally right off the press. You
All
might want to give it out
right.
to friends and family.
Thank you
We didn't
so
order it.
much. You didn't know? Come on.
That's wonderful. Thank
Well,
you.
this does remind me that the bookmark has our logo on it,
Yes.
Right.
and I should point out that this logo you will see around town, and that the banners hanging in downtown Fairfield have the same logo. So the whole idea is to let everybody know, this is our 375th, it's time to celebrate.
Beautiful.
All right. Next up, to consider and act upon tax refunds as recommended by the tax collector and the amount recommended. May I have a motion to accept?
So moved.
A second.
Second,
Any discussion?
I move to amend with adding a comma at the end of the sentence in replacement of the period, and the amount $16,340.45.
Second.
All right. Any further discussion? All in favor on the amendment?
Aye.
Aye. The motion as amended stands before us. Any further discussion?
No.
All right. All in favor of the amended motion?
Aye.
Aye. All right. Thank you. To hear, consider, and act upon any other business that shall properly come before the town. To hear, consider, and act upon any communications that may properly come before the town. I just wanted to take a moment and remind everybody that we're having a public information session on school security tomorrow night at Fairfield Ward High School at 7:30. And the superintendent of schools, our police chief, fire chief, will be joining me in giving the public an update, but also allowing for a Q&A session as part of that. Second, this comes from the Board of Finance meeting last night. I want to make sure that you both have a chance. I think we circulated this ahead of time, but I want to make sure that you both had a chance to look at the detailed schedule for the Board of Finance and Board of Selectmen joint sessions. And if there are any questions or considerations on that, please get back to me and let me know. And then lastly, we have our comprehensive annual financial report, fresh off the presses.
Oh.
There you go. There you go. There will be a time, I believe, at a Board of Finance meeting, we'll be discussing this and having this presented in more detail, but I wanted to get that into your hands. I literally got it moments before our meeting today. And then with that, to hear, consider, and act upon any other business that should properly come before this meeting. There's none that I'm aware of. And lastly, we'll have a private executive session. May I have a motion to go into private executive session?
So moved.
A second.
Second.
All right. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
All right. May I have a motion to come out of private executive session?
So moved.
A second?
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
We're in private executive session. No motions were made and no votes were taken. However, may I have a motion to accept the attorney's recommendation?
So moved.
A second?
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
All right. Then with that, It looks like we are through our agenda. Looks like we've got a great start to the new year with our 375th, including bookmarks.
Absolutely.
Just in time for One Book, One Town, which we'll be hearing more about in the coming weeks. May I have a motion to adjourn?
So moved.
A second.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Thank you. Thank you.